Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab, doing what I do for you. I'm out here just reminiscing, coming up with all kind of ideas. So this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna take old school and mix it with my school. See what happens. All right. We talking about stoicism and that cool dude. What the hell? That's what I do. Now I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's go. Radism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual life, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through, because that's what I do. A person who, this rhetorical, but answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, they simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. The Romans, well, the Greeks started, but the Romans picked up the slack. Right thinkers, let's talk about what is Stoicism. Okay, I say they call it Stoicism. Where I come from, we call it that cool dude. Okay, father and son duel. Okay, he did what he did. I did what I did. We put it together. We made a lot of money. It was illegal, but we was cool doing it. So let me break this down, see if I can combine the two. All right. Someone was a Stoicism. Okay, let's start with the Stoic. This is the Greeks and the Roman concept. You know, they had to be wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Those are the four keys for Stoicism. Those are guys you see stand up all regal and respectful and proud. Okay, those are the Roman gladiators, supposedly. But it's someone who has total control of what? Over everything they control. They have control. They don't control nothing or they don't control anything except themselves. That's something right there in philosophy. I don't do nothing but me. They had that concept. This is their view, and I'm going to show you how it coincides with everything that we do. It ain't no difference. Okay, they have, and they stand on my favorite. They stand on principle. I, that's where I'm at right there. If you got principle, you got something to stand on. If you got belief, you ain't standing on nothing. So I get standing on principle. I practice it in philosophy. They're based on principles. So please, your Stoics, they live by their philosophy. Sound familiar? Just like I do. Just like dogmas follow their commandments, and that's it's all the same thing. It's just how you put it in perspective and how you deal with it. I tell anybody, I don't care what religion you profess. As long as you respect me, we good. Because why? I'm going to respect you until you give me a reason not to. Simple. That's easy. But this was the concept. Someone, a stoic, is someone who knows what? When to speak. It's like a wise man. Wisdom is part of being stoic. When not to speak, respectively. And in the hood, we call that the dude. Oh man, ran the show. He know when not to. He was respected by everybody, revered. Why? I just rode his coattail. I was just holding on for the ride. Okay. If it was illegal, we was in on it. If it was under, yeah, everything we did was illegal. First of all, understand that. Okay, so that's what I know. I know wrong. I know wrong. I mastered doing wrong. My whole year, trust me, I know wrong. I was doing my best. Hey, I can't fault him, and I won't. I look back, my man, thank you. Okay, as I can say, I ain't even going back and forth. Why? He gave me what I needed. Simple as that. Now, in my hood, we call men like that the dude. Who's that? That's the dude. Quincy Jones got a record called The Dude. It tells you about the local dude in the neighborhood. Everybody respect him. Drove big fancy car, dressed real nice. All the women loved him. He was the man, the dude. Okay, wasn't nothing he couldn't do. Was nothing he would know. He was the dude. I was Dude Junior. So yeah, and it's someone that you don't what want to mess with. That's what I told you before. Uh-uh. I ain't man, no. But you didn't want to mess with that guy. And back in my day, you really didn't want to mess with me. Why? I was even worse with him. Why? I know if I didn't have a problem, I'm gonna go get him. So I was wild. I never took advantage of nobody, never mistreated or abused nobody. I just handled my business. And if you put yourself in that predicament, I'm gonna do what I got to do to you. I can't. Moving on, still don't. But you got to be resilient, okay? Resilient, excuse me, resilient stoic, aka that means in my hood, maintain your cool. I never see. Well, I can't say that, but I learned how to maintain my cool. Why? It ain't easy. And the things that I was doing, being cool was probably the mandatory for me. Why? I had to be it. Why? I couldn't show nothing other than that. That's why. And stoic is like what? That cool dude in the hood. Watch this. That nobody wanted to mess with. He was all good. And every aspect, he had it all. He was the man. Again, when you put yourself in that position, people had to respect you. And the only ones who didn't were the ones who didn't like you. Those were your competition. He had a few guys that he didn't get along with. I loved them, but they didn't get along at all. No, see, man, it's always been that way. So I ain't got a problem with that. I'm still with this nonsense now. I ain't got no friends. But when you doing what we was doing, you want to encounter a bunch of people. You're going to engage with a bunch of people. That's what I'm saying. And it's rough. And my old man, back in my day, was that dude. So yes, apple don't fall far from the tree. I learned certain things from him. And all of them, most of them wasn't good. But to me, it meant this. All right, what's this? Quick one. I got to get this one out. When I was young and stole, aka when I was young and cool, I learned the game. Yeah, because there was rules in the back of the day. To be that, you had to understand and do and be. I got my lesson from my dad, firsthand. Okay, everything I learned about the streets, women, business, hustling, the white man. He gave me all these firsthand lessons. I put them all to use. Yeah, all of them. And yeah, simple as that. And they was all bad, but I did them. I paid. No, I didn't get no, I paid. But I learned my stoic lifestyle, they call it. But no, I'm called the hood. I'm old fashioned way. Let me tell you right quick. What I got, we call cool. It was the way you carried yourself. Cool was a state of being, a state of mind. So my grandmother called me Daddy Cool. Well, when I was young, I was cool. I had the hat tip. I had it all. Again, I'm the son of the dude. Played the role. Now, staying cool or focused during chaotic situations. Never panic, aka stay cool, no matter what. I mastered that ability to maintain my cool no matter what situation is, be it good or bad. I walked into a warehouse, I see more drugs than they show on TV, but I'm cool. I'm freaking out on the inside. I'm like, what the? But yeah, during them days, that's what you had to do. I didn't want them to know I'm freaking out. They were, no, I'm not like, hey, look that. I go, man, I see. But again, maintain it when you got to do it. That's my point. Now, again, I'm old school. That's all I know. I learned to maintain my cool doing some crazy situations. Some good, some bad. I've had gun pointed in my face. I have my life threatened. So been there, done that too. All of that, yeah. It ain't TV. This is real. I told people I don't got time for that nonsense, man. I've been there, done that. That don't move me. All y'all want what's going on in the drug game? Been there, done that. Don't need to. And every time I'm watching it, I tell them what's gonna happen. How you know? Really? Moving on. Moving on. Okay. I was always thinking what I'll do if this happens. That means I'm always thinking ahead. I'm playing a chess game. If this happens, I'm gonna do that. If that go, I'm gonna do that. So I'm always prepared for what the worst. Never got caught off guard when they did get me one time, but never got caught so-called one pass down when I'm doing my thing. Why? Because I was pretty much on top of it. When you're dealing with them guys, they got the upper hand. They got me red-handed, dead to right. Moving on. But my old man put me through the test. What you mean? Listen, by the time I was 11, he showed me how to pad roll 7 with dice and switch and cuff dice. He taught me how to cheat. He taught me how to read. He taught me all this stuff. And by the time I was 11, I was pad rolling 7, okay? And cutting crap games. He bought me my first gun, taught me how to shoot a gun. Why? If I need to. That's why. I'm 11, 12 years old. What do I need to learn how to shoot a gun for? Oh, I forgot. We in this thing called the hustle. So I was his protection. He gave me a gun. I've carried a gun for a long time. I got his back. I'm the gunman. Okay, so again, learned the lessons in life from somebody who knew. I just picked it up and did what I was supposed to do. That's all. If I had to shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you. The same way to this day. I ain't got a problem. All right, moving on. Just little TMI maybe, but yeah, that's how I learned. But we had, okay, I've had, excuse me, in my life, I had gun pointed in my face. I was cool. One of my dudes got shot point blank. Still cool. I don't want it to cost you my life, but if it's going to be, I'm going out like that. And I told him when I walked past the casket, brother, I wish I could be cool as you was when it comes to my time. That's all. One thing about us, punking out, bitching up, that wasn't part of the manhood. Everybody can't say that. I'm gonna leave that there. But I saw my dude take kids like a man. I don't want mine like that, but if I had to, I'm gonna take mine like a man. Simple as that. My mother do. He got hit. He got hit up. 20, 30 years, he the one, back in the day, okay, he's my gun man. Yeah, he got hit up. And I know the first thing he thought, God, they got me. Yeah, you live by the gun, die by the gun. And those kind of men, I can respect. I ain't got a problem with them at all. It's the ones who, no respect for you. Moving on. So that's the difference. Okay, a story ain't gonna bitch up. Moving on. I hate to use that, but I gotta tell you. Now, I learned early in life how to what? Maintain my cool in all situations. Again, good or bad. When I got pulled over, I got knocked on, I was cool. I was what the moving on. I understand. That's all. Now, the first step, self-control. In the Stoicism, you have to have control over the ego. They didn't call it that. They just said self-control. I'm telling you, control your damn ego. That's your emotions, be it good, bad, and indifference. Okay, anger, emotion, greed, emotion. All is driven by emotion. When you control them, you don't have those things to worry about. Why? They can be addictive. Some people have things that they just can't do without. I just got finished fasting with my pastor. He threw a challenge out. Stop doing something for 30 days. Show God you can sacrifice. If you know me, you know I love crabs. I had to go a whole month without crabs. Some people may add, but for me, see, again, everybody got to pick and choose what they like. Buddy of mine said, well, I chose soda. Well, maybe soda was her thing that she needed, so she won't give it up. So again, what's important to you may not mean a damn thing to somebody else. In the same token, what's important to somebody else don't mean a damn thing to me. No disrespect, but that's just a fact. So get over that. That ain't about nothing other than that's what it is. Deal with it. That's all. We gotta get better with dealing with stuff. I've been in prison 3 years. I know how to be uncomfortable. I know how to not be happy. I know how to be in somewhere I don't want to be. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Deal with it. See, I learned again old-fashioned way. But I tell you, my mom pulled the Miyagi when I would break curfew. She punished me, shut me down. No girls, no running. So I said, Ma, you preparing me for prison? Pretty much. Okay, thank you. Why? Because I got through it without freaking out. Okay, moving on. In life, some of the tests that they put you through is for a reason. You might not know it then, but it'll serve you later if you learn it and do it. That's all. I'm sure my man didn't want to put me in harm's way, danger. He just wanted to protect me and get me ready for what I was going to be doing. If that's life I'm going to live, this is what you need to do. Okay, take this gun, take this. Okay, handle your business. I'm in college, my gun in my drawer. Why? I don't know. And nobody know. Again, I carry a gun all the time. I got that from my man. Ain't nobody got to know that. Moving on again, I'd rather the police catch me with it than the stick up man catch me without it. That's my philosophy. Simple. Don't need no damn permit. Ain't ever gonna get a permit to carry. I don't need your permission to carry. First of all, that's not gonna change. Moving on. All right, where I'm at. I done got off track. Okay, okay. Again, the first step in controlling mastering oneself, the ego self. Yeah, your ego will cause you constant problems until what you get it under control. He never did. Ego driven. Some people don't get over that. Male and female. If you're a woman and you want everything your way, you got to have it your way. That's ego. Feminine. That's all it is. It's still ego. Okay. So, y'all call them divas and all that. Whatever you call it, don't change it for what it is. I like to tell people I define situations and scenarios with simple words to make it fit. I ain't got to go through a whole bunch of this, that. No, it's this. Okay. It's dumb. How about that? If I say you do things that ain't too smart, that's a nice way of saying you do dumb shit. Simple as that. So I ain't that blunt, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes you do stuff that ain't too smart. If it ain't smart, what is it? Dumb. Opposite. Now, again, when I went to prison, my stoicism and my cool maintaining came in handy. Again, I was prepared. Not knowing, but I was prepared. Just to sit and spend time with myself. I still laugh at that because, again, I don't know if she was so whatever, so that, but she let me know I had to pay for my transgressions. That's called discipline. Discipline. I taught my sons, my kids, if you do this, I'm going to do that. Why? I have to. That's my job as your father. I can't allow you to just do that without, no, you need to know the consequences. Simple as that. So they do it fine. I learned how to be what? My best self. But what? Learning to do with what? Less. When I was, I had everything. I didn't need one for nothing. When I went to prison, all that shut down. No, my man, no. So I had to learn how to do what? My best with less. And that didn't hurt me. That just made me a better person. And my mother tell you, what don't kill you, makes you stronger. So if you learn to do without, you'll be a better person for it. I know I am. I'm not a hoop. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. I don't need lavish style and none of that stuff. Okay. Hot, 3 hots in the cot. Okay. Roof over my head. Heat in the winter. Air in the summer. I'm good. But I learned how to deal with those things. Not because I wanted to. I had to. I didn't have a choice in life. You got to realize when the choice is not yours. When the choice is yours, cool. But when the choice that you did put you in that position, you had no other choice. Why? This is what you did. Nobody got me in prison but me. What I did got me there. And I'm the one doing it. So who can I blame? Moving on. Take responsibility for whatever you do. Why? Because at judgment day, that's what's going to be anyway. Get prepared for that. Prepare for that now. Again, Miyagi style. Get used to it. Why? You might need it someday. Wax on, wax off. Okay. But that hand now they got strong and powerful, so you can do what you need to do. That's old school teaching. If you're a parent and you're not smart in your children, you ain't a good parent. You can trick them into doing what you need them to do. Moving on. That's old school parenting. Y'all have nothing to feel about that. Now, watch this. My stoicisms, okay, serve me well. Why? Because I put it to the test and I passed by using it because I had it. If I didn't have it, I couldn't use it. Moving on. Wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Stoicism, from where I come from, is just you being your best self, a man, what's all, and stand up to adversities and dealing with them for what they are. Moving on. Now, think right first. I've always done that. Act right second. With them two things, you can't go wrong. Right thinking, right actions is good results. Wrong thinking, no thinking, bad actions, bad results. Simple as that. Moving on. It's just that it ain't that complicated. All right. I think about whatever I say before I say it, whatever I do before I do it. So before I say or do it, I will have thought about it. That's right thinking philosophy. Don't just come out your face because how you feel or what your opinion. That does nothing for nobody. Okay, so and you might have to answer for those things that you're saying out of mode. Why? Because somebody's gonna give you logic and reason and put you in check. So your opinion, keep it yourself. Okay. Now, if you act, speak, and think before you do anything, you won't make mistakes over and over again. I'm not apologizing for my action. I'm not apologizing for my word. Who you think you are? No, I just know when I say it, I mean it. When I do it, I meant it. That's why. Ain't no apology for doing what you need to do. We're just supposed to do what you feel you need to do for yourself. Moving on. Again, right thinkers. We think first. We talk second. Not the other way around. I hear people say, well, I didn't think about. Why'd you say it? Why would you say something you ain't think about? See, I get that. I'm that particular about what I do. So I see other people don't do that. I wonder, why not? So bear with me. I'm getting better just dealing with ignorant people. I can't. I just got to deal with it. Again, that's in my prison. I had to learn to deal with. I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay. Now, I have but claim to know everything. No, no, just everything that I need to know about me. I can explain that to you. When you know you, you know everything. I didn't know about me. That's self-mastery. When you practice it and you live it, you become a sage. Or my pastor called me the evangelist. I'm not a preacher. I don't have a ministry. I don't meet nowhere. I just come in the platform and do what I do. It's a philosophy that you can live just like me. That's what I do. Give it to you. You can use it too. If it worked for me, I can give it to you. If it ain't working for me, trust me, I ain't gonna give it to you. You can trust that. When I say trust me, trust I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I don't want done to me. That's just my again part of my philosophy. Okay, the things I do is what I practice. The things I teach, I live by. So, yeah, wrap it up. Now, the oldest and the older and the wiser I get, the more stoic I become. Why? That's called aging well and obtaining wisdom as you experience life, as you go through it. I'm not a master of life. I'm a master of my lifestyle, of philosophy. Master of life means I got to get to 80, 90 years, and that's mastery. See you in about another 20 years. I'll be back. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Be 100 minus the day. So I know that my right thinkers have passed away. All your stoics. I'm out.